Capricorn, this is Kajora Lovely with your general reading for the month of July 2019. For those of you who are curious, I'm reading with the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so coming into this month where you guys are is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This usually means that there's something going on with work or money where you're not really feeling like you're making much progress. Sometimes this is about a methodical approach when it comes to these things, but whatever it is, it's just sort of not happening. And it could be that 10 of Wands, some of you have got some things blocking you. Sometimes this is also carrying extra burdens, carrying other people's weight around, and needing to know what and when to let go, what to let go of, what's not yours to carry anymore. So that could be also what's blocking you when it comes to work, is that there's this feeling of taking on more weight than you can manage, more than you can actually bear, whether that's physically or literally. Or metaphorically. But it's sometimes, I feel like there's something kind of obstructing your view. You feel like you're having a hard time seeing things clearly, and it could be because there's too much stuff in front of you that you're literally having a hard time seeing things. What's influencing you is the Lovers, so potentially a relationship, but it also making a decision. Usually with this, when it comes to relationships, the thing I would say is it's also about making sure you have a good lay of the land before you make a decision about whether or not you want to be with this person. So let's see what else they have to say about that. Seven of Swords in reverse. So this I feel like could represent something you're afraid of. This influence has been in everyone's life lately. It's someone or the presence of an energy that is all about deceit, stealing, lying, cheating, conniving, manipulation, that sort of thing. So it could be for some of you, you're making a decision about a relationship and you want to make sure it doesn't have this energy in it, either on your part or the other person's part. Now, what's interesting is where you are also this month, you've got the Two of Cups in reverse, which is the other relationship card. So there is a dynamic that's not necessarily having an even give and take. This could be an actual relationship that you're in, or another type of partnership, could be business or a friendship. So I'll pull another card about that. When it comes to the Lovers, this energy usually means that this card means that the lying, cheating, deceiving, manipulative energy is coming to an end. So it could also be that you want to make sure that that's not in this dynamic. Yeah, you're getting over a heartbreak of some sort. Usually this means that you're kind of in the worst of it. So it could also be that some of you are just healing wounds from a past heartbreak this month. And who knows, I don't know how recent that could be. Whether you are coming into this month having broken up with someone or what, and see if they have anything else to say about this. Yeah, you're coming out of a period of feeling like a sense of lack, that you're shut out, that there's only missed opportunities. So it could also be that in general, when it comes to love, partnerships, that kind of thing, you're feeling like the energy of the deceit, cheating, heartbreak, there's not enough. All of that is coming to an end, which is great. So that way you won't feel like there's only liars and cheaters and manipulators out there. You're having a hard time meeting anyone, that kind of thing. That energy will be coming to an end. If not this month, then fairly soon. What else is influencing you is the Four of Wands. Usually this is about building a structure of some sort, spending time with friends, sometimes just having fun. I'm going to see if there's anything else they want to say about that. Ace of Cups. Could be a new relationship. Usually this is anything that makes you feel happy, emotionally satisfied. So I feel like in general, I would say that to me, these are very much like enjoy summer cards, because this is like having time with friends, focusing on the people who make you happy, and spending your time and focusing on the things that give you a sense of stability, satisfaction, and internal happiness. So making the most of summer for some of you. In the near future, what you've got is the Hanged Man, which can be sometimes that you're in a little bit of a limbo situation that you don't necessarily want to be in, but there's something that you're meant to see and learn and find out while you're in that position. So sometimes this is like kind of having to hang out for a bit, but you're meant to learn something from it. And with that, they're saying keep your own emotional balance. This is Temperance, Sagittarius energy. So find a way to combine the fire and water feelings that you're having to keep your own balance. So it's not even keep your cool. It's like there's still the fire in there for you, which is not a bad thing to have. There's some excitement going on. And it could be there's 2 new moons in the month of July and a full moon. It's a full moon in your sign. Plus Cancer is the opposing sign to you. So there's usually a mirror there. There's some lessons in there of how to combat some of your own issues. I wouldn't say neuroses, but just some things to keep in mind. So it could also be maybe do some self-reflection on the full moon in Capricorn, do some releasing if you need to, write down anything you don't want to carry with you into the future and burn it, let it go. But I feel like there's something too with nurturing the fire that's inside of you, nurturing that kind of passionate side, the heat. Because you're an earth sign, I feel comfortable telling you that, because there's a lot of grounded, we need to work energy in Capricorn, especially, of feeling like you're always sort of climbing that mountain. And it's like, have some fun, do some things that make you happy, find that balance for yourself. What's also influencing you this month, 5 of Cups in reverse. You're coming out of a period of feeling like there's only bad things. So I feel like this just relates to the relationships and stuff. This is often feeling like not enough has gone right, everything has gone wrong. You're coming out of that now. And the Hermit in reverse, this is in the future outcome. In general, you're coming out of a period of hibernation. You're coming out of hiding, so to speak. You're emerging into the world and you're like, oh my God, what do I do? Okay, so let's see. What other advice is there for Capricorn for the month of July? Okay. So, any conflict that you've been having, whether it's with other people or with yourself in your own mind, that's what the 5 of Swords is about, that's coming to an end as well. There's you have 3 5s, and they're all in reverse, which is great, because 5 in tarot is usually about, sorry, my ear was just ringing, which means someone's talking. Some of you were probably thinking a little bit too hard when it came to some of this. 5s usually mean that like things, there's an upset, there's an imbalance, and things are kind of off kilter when it comes to feelings of financial stability and thoughts. So all of that is switching up this month. And it could also be Justice, which is Libra energy. Could be somebody in your life who's playing a role, or it could be you finding your own balance this month, finding some stability in your external life. And you've got both of these. A few signs have gotten this month, which is finding that balance between your internal emotions and your external life. So that's there. You've also got Judgment in reverse. So there's an opportunity for some kind of realization or epiphany this month. And I feel like don't try to hide and run from it, because usually when it's in reverse, it means sometimes that you're fighting it or you're resisting it. With all these, like this good news coming in, I feel like don't resist. Sorry, they're saying like simplify things further in your life, but I feel like you might be getting some downloads or some information where you're like, oh my God, why didn't I know that before? And if it's something that you feel is sort of a duh moment, like, why didn't I know that? It's okay. You know, I feel like everyone is far too hard on themselves and always thinks, oh my God, why didn't I know that? And it's like, because everyone learns everything in their own time. You know, it is what it is. You learned it when you learned it. Be glad you learned it at all. Not to sound like a mom, but there's a part of it that's like, it's okay. Sometimes there's a pain in learning a new lesson, but I feel like it could be of value to you. And with all the good things coming in, yes, it may feel like a little bit of a I don't want to say a slap in the face, but it could be a little bit hard, a little bit of a hit to the ego because you're like, things are finally going the way I want. But it's okay. Because overall, you're getting over any disappointment that you've had in anything or everything. Then you've got the Queen of Swords in reverse. So this could either be you or someone else you're dealing with, potentially an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, somebody not coming from the best energy, or you're not feeling as decisive as you would like to be. And it could be because you're juggling a couple too many things. There's a lot of projects going on and you're not really ready to leave something behind, you know, just yet. So what is the advice for Capricorn with that? Not ready to leave something behind. Okay. So should they leave something behind? No. So what should they do? Come out of a period of rest. It's very similar to this Hermit card in reverse. These two actually are pretty much the same thing in some ways. It's just lesser lesser stakes, higher stakes. With these, I feel like it's just that come out of your hiding period, coming out of the rest period, learning things as you need to learn them, enjoying life as you need to. That's the main thing. Okay, so I'm going to end with a card from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. And this is just something for you to keep in mind this month. Okay. For Capricorn for July 2019. Whoa. The spider, earth energy. Well, that's your element, so kind of makes sense. I'm going to read you this description so that way you have all the information, but obviously if there's more there that you feel like this doesn't cover, you can always Google it and see what else comes up that's relevant to you. Okay, spider. Creator of prosperity through life's work, Dharma. The spider is an ingenious creator. Its greatest gift is weaving the thread of Dharma into a vast, intricate web that supports the spider and those around them, both financially and spiritually. It is hard work, but the spider neither tires nor becomes impatient. This card reminds us creativity is everywhere. Be process-oriented rather than results-oriented, and soon your work becomes like the weaving of a magical, priceless tapestry. Abundance follows. When in balance, appreciative, enthusiastic, and prosperous. When out of balance, discouraged, tired, and forlorn. To bring into balance playful creativity. So I think that's part of that, the Hermit and the Four of Swords in reverse, of having fun, you know. Even if it's, for some reason I'm getting like a water balloon fight, but, you know, playing with little kids or something like that. Have some fun with it. Also, I will say about the spider, if you see a spider in your home or in your yard or whatever, you could take that as a messenger. It's there for you. Sometimes it's easy to be like, there's a spider, kill it. But I feel like sometimes it's also a moment of saying thank you for the reminder and then seeing if it's a threat or not and determining what you would like to do from there. Just something to keep in mind. So I hope you have a wonderful month of July, Capricorn, and I'll see all of you again next month.